Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's finally about time for another episode of Sekien no Inganock. Yep. It was a long time, didn't it? I'm very sorry for such a long break. I also took a break last week because I needed a breather from recording videos basically. And now I'm back, I'm with full energy, and yeah, let's just go to the episode. Also, I want to say that this is a very rare opportunity to thank someone for comment under the Sekien no Inganock, because this is a very rare occasion, because not many people are actually watching that. So thanks Takashi-shin, for your comment, because yeah, I was really happy and surprised that someone actually commented under these videos. And yeah, I agree. I really hope that there's like multiple endings and Ati will get something good at the end. So yeah. Drink more coffee before the start. And let's go. Let's see how will it be. We finished the puzzle. So we are just going straight to the story right now. Also, I think I recorded without the music for a second there, but I think that will be fine. Oh no, oh no, I did a mistake with opening the game with it wrong. There'll be bugs, I think. Yeah. 1 second, gonna cut. Okay, now there should be no bugs at all. Deep underground, where no one's voice could reach, beneath all the city lower tiers. Then even lower than that, Randolph was digging holes tonight, as always. Yeah, what's the deal with Randolph actually, like... I thought like this episode will be focused on him, but apparently that's not the case. Unless he will do something important. The underground madman dug holes, while talking with someone who couldn't be seen.
これは困ったことになった。年の果てだ。まさか私の戦地エンジンでも掘れないものに突き当たってしまうとは。
This actually... I never thought about that. Huh, that's interesting. I was thinking about the mist that is, you know... secluding the city of Inganock. And I never thought that you could actually dig outside, like under the city. And now we have a answer here, like, what will happen if you do? Huh. Okay.
なんという硬い土だ。いや、これは土ではないのだろう。
I wonder if Earth mutated.
なるほど。
Can it?
これが真実か。
You found truth.
もちろん見つけたさ。 私は天才なのだから。しかし、これはそのほんの一部だ。これ。
What? But you found truth.
何？私にとってはただの行き止まりだ。ここから先は誰も行けない。無理に掘れば崩れて死んでしまう。
Huh. Then what will you do? But that's truth.
回り道をするのさ。
Huh. During the daybreak, the city shakes my body twice. An earthquake, as if city itself is rumbling. The first one is recorded in history. The magnitude wasn't that great. The first shake couldn't have been felt by more than 10% of the citizens. Those who understood what that shake meant probably numbered less than 1%. However, more of them might have felt it. Maybe a little beard told them, maybe a chill ran down the spines. Those who felt something fearsome, many of them probably took it to be a nightmare. It certainly was a manifestation of a nightmare. What the first shake meant? What the first tremor produced? It is huge. It is terror. It is one of the 41 creatures. Okay. So, earthquake itself? As one of the creature or the earth? Wait, what the fuck? Or this is the underground creature. It might be underground creature actually. It had materialized after 5 years. It was an enormous nightmare and phenomenon. It materialized in the lower tiers, in the second water supply ward, filled with water and dull greenery. Oh. Oh, that's cool looking actually one. This looks like a lot more of steampunk than any other that there was. It's more like a machine. Stuck into the center of its back was a spring screw. There was a huge side house in the center of the second water ward. It wasn't all. It was something fantastical. A fantasy resembling a horribly warped human, pulled along by its queer arms. The sealed house destroyed by the surrounding buildings, like they were mere toys. But it wasn't destroying them on purpose. It blew away purification engine plants and other buildings just to the result of moving its arm. No will, no intent to kill. Destruction is simply the result of its existing and moving. Wow. That's different from every other beast we met so far. Also kinda sad. Like, if that's true, then he doesn't mean wrong. And people still would like to kill him. Even they couldn't. What will Guy do? Also, I'm kinda in the mess right now. Is this a backstory? Or is it like a current time? I think this is the current timeline. I think they told us that the first earthquake was made by him, and now this is the second earthquake. So that means that he came back. Yeah, I think that's the case. If anyone saw it, their minds would almost certainly freeze up. Their bodies, which should be used to terror, would tremble. That which brought about terror to all who saw it. This fantasy was equipped with such original terrors. Okay. This is pretty bad. Because if you freeze up in a situation like that, you will die. It will just basically... you will just get like buried alive or something. Destruction, death, terror, screams. All of this constructed this original being. All who lived in the city were in a way, without exception. A creature. The screw of death sticking out of its back proved that this was a fantasy creature. A terror sleeping in the city. Everyone who lived through the revival 10 years ago knew about them. One of the 41 creatures that devoured people. one of the 41 great terrors that covered the city. Its individual name is Golem. Yeah, it kinda looks like Golem, to be honest. The creatures. They are terror given powerful born. Golem had the greatest physical strength among them. Okay. Yeah, seems like it. He's freaking huge. It could easily take tens of thousands of lives. The ultra high temperatures of its fingers and breath melted everything. Okay, that's a problem. He's hot, basically. Cries of panic rang out. The city was shaken far more than ever before. That was second quake. The moment Guy heard a voice far below him, he shuddered. He knew what was beating against his mind. He couldn't not know. Those who lived in the city all feared it. Even his fingertips shook. He couldn't stand. Even breathing became painful. His body too? Yeah. Yeah, we remember Wendigo, it was the first one. He was terrifying, also that was pretty damn intense with Kia being captured there. He gritted his teeth. He endured. His cranial organs activated half by themselves. The Fedon equation lessened the stiffness of his nerves. He looked down at Kia holding his hand. The girl hadn't fallen into a state of panic. It was almost as if she didn't know what was happening. She doesn't know? Yeah, Kia. What's a deal with you? Where are you from? Like, what? Like, I'm in 20... This is like 22nd episode, I think. And... We have zero information on Kia. Why? It's so bugging me. There's no way she wouldn't know it from 5 years ago. But right now, he appreciated Kia's reaction. He could avoid being swept up in the situation around him. The people were in horrible panic. Some screamed, some cried, some fell to the ground and shivered. Some even threw off their oxygen masks and shot at things. There were even some clutching their ears and convulsing. Actually, now I think about this is the first time we have a situation where creature is like actually unannounced in public, you know? Because Bandersnatch was basically 1 vs 1 against Guy. Same with the Blood Tree. It was like isolated, and same with Wendigo, it was also isolated in like one space, so no one knew that creature is live. And this is the first time when we can see the society reaction for this threat. I wonder if someone will see how Guy is dealing with him and what will happen after this. Because something like that will give you like a tag of hero or something, and some people might not be happy about that. The descending monorail that had just arrived. The one Guy was trying to get on right now. Passengers ran out of it screaming. He would hear that voice from below him. Therefore, these people were fleeing from it.
Kia, ルアハが来るはずだ。ここにいて。
ダメ。今の音、声ダメ。みんなこんなに苦しそうに。
You want us to help them? Then you have to let us go. It's not going to stop just like that.
明け方に彼を訪ねると決めたのは僕だ。大丈夫。君は知っているね。
Also, yeah, that's like a grandpa. And twins. With Kia's voice behind him, he boarded. He operated the emergency controls, changing it to express. Then he realized the speed, setting the destination to the second water supply ward. He closed the doors before Kia and her words of protest could abroad. The monorail began to move, without any brakes. I have to hurry. I have to get there first. I have a feeling that shadow behind me is screaming, telling me to do that. Yeah, Clown is a good guy. Hurry. Faster, Guy. Faster. Faster. I don't think Grandpa would like to move at all. He said he's like ready for death basically. And he's still waiting for his promise and stuff. He should already meet with Kuro. That would solve things, because I'm so sure that she's the one. But somehow she appeared like having no memory and as a child basically. How many months has it been since I last sprinted? I nearly tripped as I ran out the monorail. He hurried to the reservoir, heading for Old Man Vonnegut cooperative residence. The further he went, the stronger the voice became. Humans with minds strengthened by crack engines, monsters naturally equipped with physiological management abilities. They all fled from the voice, trying not to be devoured by the terror.
こちらへ進む者はほぼいない。
Yeah. No wonder, you know?
帰って都合がいいか。
His left and right lungs were tightening up from the burden of sprinting, so he strengthened them with the equation. He could keep on running. Finally, I can see the reservoir, and countless cables. There was a chrome blockade that hadn't been there yesterday. The path to the reservoir was already sealed off. The guards looked towards him. What? Why are they guarding like a lake? What the hell? It was horrible, they weren't just guards. Oh shit, this is these guys. Oh fuck. What we gonna do now? Upper tier soldiers. Lamps of crack engines sent out by aristocrats, living machines with enforced city law.
このタイミングで都市法の執行だとなんだこのまるでクリッターの出現は
Oh, okay, I get it now. Okay, so basically aristocrats know more than we think. Because it was about the cooling, right? They said that the cooling will begin. And they sealed off the part of Inganock that is supposed to be sacrificed, basically, I would say. I think the aristocrats have some power or some technology to contain creatures. And they might have just like put it on loose basically in the lower tier to basically kill a bunch of people and reduce the population, as a cooling said. I guess that's what cooling mean. And yeah, that's fucking terrible. That means that Twins and Grandpa might die. I don't see Guy going through these guys. There's no way. He had no choice but to look for a different road. The paved roads no longer went to reservoir. All passage through it was prohibited. The people fleeing can get out through this blockade. Yeah, that's freaking... Yeah, that's the case. Then?
Doctor!
Are you outside? Please tell me you're outside, not inside. As Guy stood before the blockade, small sidehouse rushed toward him from behind, pushing through the crowd of people. They were Agnes and Franziska. He rapidly confirmed that Vonnegut wasn't with them.
アグネス、フランシスカ、おじいさんは
私たち追い出されて変な声聞こえて兵隊たち
Oh.
こんなこれなんなのドクター
Wait. Does it mean that Agnes and Franziska are less than 5 years old? Do I get it right? Wait, how is that even possible? He was surprised that Kia don't know the creature from 5 years ago, and they said that they heard strange voice, so they don't know about creature as well, which was 5 years ago. That means they have to be like less than 5 years old. What the hell? Is that really the case? Huh.
おじいちゃんまだうちにいるの えどうしよう。どうしたらいいの。わかんないよ。
Yeah. He didn't move as I thought.
聞こえてくる。この声。何。怖いよ。ドクター。おじいちゃんまだ向こうにいるのに。
Of course they won't.
兵隊さん口聞か
They got lucky to get out. Holy shit.
まだ中にいるんだな。わかった。
So they've already decided to prune people. I glare the upper tier soldiers in my way. I have a feeling like the only way to get him, like, make him to listen is just to threaten him. And not just with his life, because he doesn't care about that. I have a feeling like the twins will have to go with Guy behind the barricade and basically, you know, show to Grandpa that they will die if he don't move. Basically blackmail him. I think that might be the only way in this situation to make him move. That's fucked up. They've already decided to prone people. I glare at the upper tier soldier in my way. Vulnerable citizens, in other words, young humans seen as beneficial producers for the whole of the city. Only they had been chased out the ward. Old men, children, the sick and wounded, those people had been left inside the blockade. The twins must have been put outside because they were young yet skilled informants. Otherwise, they probably wouldn't be here. Oh, so this is not the grandpa who chased them out. It's actually soldiers that made that decision. Okay. Huh. But still, I don't think grandpa would like to escape, so yeah, that doesn't change anything for us. In other words, the city law really is being enforced. A pragmatic pruning of lives. However, the upper tier wouldn't kill them. They would just abandon them, as if they predicted this would happen. Just how many people were being pruned? Guy knew. It wouldn't be just 10 or 20. The scale would be bigger than that.
ギーか。お前こんなところで何してる。
Same question for you, Early. Like what? Why are you here even? Like, your clinic is like in the upper tier, what the hell?
エラリー。
Yeah, what the hell? His old friend was there. Why? He rushed this way from behind the blockade, with a few upper tier soldiers seemingly to follow him. A few upper tier soldiers? Why? Was Early? There was no way a single lower tier doctor could hold out against the battle strength of the entire division of the city soldiers. And why could he move within this voice? He wasn't like the young twins, who barely remembered 5 years ago. So they are kind of 5 years old. What? How is that possible? I was sure that they like... I don't know what would be their age, but definitely not like a children. I would say they just mutated and just stopped like aging or something. They're way too intelligent and like everything for 5 years old. I understand. There was an external crack engine on both of his ears, standard equipment for the upper tier soldiers, an anti-creature engine. Okay.
エラリー。お前、都市管理部の片棒を担いだのか。
Well, I wonder if that's the case. If that's the case, then that's fucked up. I don't like him anymore if that's the case.
ひどい言いようだな、ギー。私は散々お前に言っていただろう。はあ、残念だよ。本当はお前も今日はこちら側のはずだった。
この音が何か忘れたわけではないはずだ。
そうだ。正真正銘のクリッターボイス。忘れもしない5年前の悪夢だ。
Irali raised his arms towards the decayed greenery and the mudded second water supply reservoir. And to the sealed house, he could catch glimpses of beyond it. A sealed house? larger than the multi-story building, an embodiment of terror.
あんなものは予定にはなかった。だが、あれは行幸だ。これでみんなが納得する。投資法の明確な執行は行われないだろう。
Okay, can we all agree that we don't like him anymore?
見捨てるわけでもないぞ、ギー。あれは現象だ。
Not really. A creature, a natural phenomenon of the city which kills humans to no end.
だから、もう終わりだ。あそこにいる人々は、これで終わりなんだ。これこそが都市法だ。幸い、水源はまだいくらでもある。こんなことくらいで仮想は滅びたりしない。大丈夫なんだ。その子たちも、お前も、私も。まだ、生きていられるんだ。
Yeah, I kinda don't want you to leave actually. Just a little bit. In eerily voice, he saw a little glimpse of mad student from 10 years
幸
ago.
運に感謝しろ、ギー。妙なことだけは考えて。今この時この瞬間、あそこにいなかった僕らは生きることを許されたということだ。
生きることを許された。
そうだ。
A few 100,000 people in the city of Inganock. They're living underneath this law. Even if that law was pruning lives, even if that was abnormal by the standards of 10 years ago, this was reality. Early words were the truth. He wasn't mistaken about a single thing. The upper tier soldiers behind him were proof of that. The law, the reality, they were just as he said.
そいつの言ってるの本当？おじいちゃんはもうダメなの？ドクターねえおじいちゃん
Well, Agnes Francisca, don't be afraid, but I don't see many options here. First, we need to get out of from Italy. I think we'll have to like knock him down somehow. I don't think he's telling soldiers or aristocracy that we did something we shouldn't. It's a good idea. Also, it's pretty tight security, so I'm not sure if we can even get there or get out. This is a tough situation. This is a really tough situation. I don't think Oji-chan, the grandpa, will live through this episode. Sadly, I don't think so. However, this really was... There's the options. Okay, what we can choose? It really was just a natural phenomenon. Yeah, that's pretty much asking for a bad end. Nothing that important. Okay, what does it referring to? I don't know. You mean like... Oh, I think this is like... Leaving the Oji-chan behind is nothing important. Oh, it changes nothing. We have to go and help him. I think we clearly pick this one. See? And that's why you need the puzzles perfectly, because it gives you like an options. If we wouldn't make puzzles perfectly, then there would be like just one of these, and it would be bad end. Or two of them, depending how many. I think I will pick this, because this changes nothing. We still came here and want to do what we want to. Also, we have Kikai on our side, so we might be able to fight off with Golem. Because this is apparently kinda a weapon, I would say, against creatures. So we should be fine. So let's go with this. This changes nothing. We have to press on. No, this changes nothing.
諦める時だ、キ
Wait. Did I understood wrong the question? The answer? I want to press on. I don't want to like give up.
さようなら。
Huh? Silence. The masked clown reborn at the end of the vision as whispering, "Give up." It was twisting that into him. Leaving only a laugh, the illusion disappeared. Ah, so that was it. Nothing at all had changed. The clown was dancing unchanged at the edge of his vision. He hadn't changed anything. What I must do hadn't changed a bit. That's why, right now, this hand, he'd extend to the place it should be. So we're still fighting. Yeah. He coughs violently. At the same time, the tremors grew larger. His hand shook silently as it held the pitcher. As the old man violently cut, blood fell onto the floor. He no longer had the strength to walk to the window. Vonnegut closed his eyes and silently wished for his granddaughter's safety. The giant who destroyed another TS water supply 5 years ago, he would hear that it's happened once more. The evacuating fisherman had told him. Were the Vard buildings being destroyed one by one? Various sounds and vibrations told him so.
大層な迎えがこの老いぼれなんぞに
Also, you are sick.
わしだけを殺しに来ればよかったが怪物どもには関係の
His consciousness was starting to unravel. He felt as if he had to speak, to keep himself together. He couldn't even go out of bed anymore. A few days. He laughed about how far off he would been.
他にも嘘をついていたんですね。
Who is that? Is that the voice of Kuro? Is she there somehow? Wait, what? He heard the voice of the girl he would met yesterday. Even his memory is wandering now. He moved only his eyes. Wait, what the hell? Kia, what the fuck are you doing here and why you are on the side? We literally left her behind! In upper tiers! How the hell is she here? The girl, black clothes, right there. Too clear to be an illusion. What? Okay, Kia, what are you? You are definitely not a human. How did you get there? Like, inside and before us? What? Okay. The old man bedside. There were pink eyes silently gazing at him. An illusion? No, even if it was.
驚かされた
Yeah, how the hell?
どうやっていやいかん逃げなさいお前さんが幻ではない逃げなさいわしはいいんだこれでいいあの子たちは立派に金儲けもできる残した未練はない
The old man quietly told her there really was no reluctance of terror within him. There was something calm and comforting in his heart. He showed a smile and the illusion of the standing girl, so that he wouldn't notice his stabbing pain. She wouldn't notice.
ダメ。嘘は聞き慣れてしまったの。だから嘘を言うのはやめて。プレゼントもらうって約束したのに。
Present? Ah, my granddaughters must have told her. So that was the pain stabbing at his heart. The old man was now clearly aware of it. Promises were things which must be kept. However, he'd already chosen his promise from 65 years ago. On that day, at that time, he met her when he nearly drowned as a young boy. A girl in black, different from this illusion. It's Kuro, it's definitely Kuro. That's right, she was shorter. That's right, her wet, black hair was beautiful.
おお、そうだ。もう
So she's
一人
actually exactly the same, actually. What's going on in Inganock? Why no one is aging? What the hell is going on? Apparently I should read the steampunk stories as kinda like fairy tales where we don't have clear answers, never. But it's still bugging me, you know? I'm enjoying that, but coming from Umineko, where everything is like logical and I have to think a lot, this one is like just bugging me all the time. Ah.
その子はキーヤ。その隣にいる。
Yeah, also how the hell she did get here as well?
いけない。
黒いフード。
The girl shook her head. She uneasily told him that no such person was there. Okay. Not with words, but with her eyes. But the old man could see her, the young black-haired girl with a kind expression on her face. Then? So she's just an illusion for him. Right now. But she actually exists because we interacted with her. A shock echoed through the cooperative residence. The old man couldn't tell if it was the giant closing in or not, destroying everything in its path. The sound of destruction, something hard, then the strange noise of crumbling and evaporating. The old man laid eyes on it, the enormous hard left hand, easily wiped out the second and higher stories of the cooperative residence. I can see the sky through the crumbling ceiling. Well, this is like terrifying. Also, this picture right here. Oh my god, I don't want to. Yeah, this picture right here is resembling me of Mavlov, alternative, because there was like similar scene. Like we saw something outside of the cockpit, basically. That's not a spoiler. I'm not giving anything. You have no idea what I'm talking about, so yeah. Right? Right. God damn it. Yeah, I'm right. Yeah. Just saw something outside of cockpit, yeah. The grey sky lay beyond the demolished ceiling. The eternal thing was obstructed by the warped face. The giant is peeking in. It's moist. Something like a gaze swims over me. This old man and this illusion of a girl. In order to break human lives, the giant moved its face closer, while exhaling its throat an ultra-hot breath.
お人形。
The girl whisper's voice was shaking. From fear? The giant reacted. It extended its fingers. Its wrinkling fingertips gave ultra-high temperatures. Anything that touched them would evaporate in an instant. It gave off and warp with death. I don't think he can defeat this with his flames. That's pretty bad. A voice I've heard before. It's sharp. Just a slight shock. Fragments flew in every direction. There was a hand stopping the giant's finger. A hand stopping the giant's destruction. The hand blocking its extending. As if it protected the old man from the finger, or perhaps to protecting the illusion of the girl. The old man called a name. Did he do so aloud? He didn't know. He just screamed. He screamed the other man's name. The man who'd stopped the giant. No, he wasn't producing the voice. The old man screamed even as he cut up red fluid.
その子らを
So this Kia was just an illusion that he saw? So that's not that she was there. Actually, he just wasn't sure. It was from his perspective.
助けてくれ
I guess that would make sense. I guess that would make sense because he's on like deathbed basically, and he might see some things.
ギ
Answering his voice, that hand extends. His right hand is extending forward. But it wasn't just Guy's right hand, a different right hand was extending from behind him. A hand made of steel, it was overlapping with Guy's. Yeah, we all know that. Wait, this is different CG, we never saw that before? This is awesome! Wow! Holy shit, that's good! I wonder if I can rescale this to make a thumbnail out of this. This looks good! As if steering it continued to extend it freely, that hand sliced through the high temperature space. It was extending towards the giant's face, 5 steel-cored fingers, withered and materialized. Its finger joints scrapped, making noise. It gave of sharp metallic sounds, like a string of a lute. What is this? Something was here. Someone was here. That wasn't Guy's hand. It came from someone behind him. Someone was extending a steel hand from behind Guy. Yeah, this is the first time when actually someone is witnessing Guy's power. Also, I wonder how many implications will this situation have. I mean, creature will probably get destroyed, right? So law enforcers would have to kill people themselves, right? Because they still need to do the cooling. And that will be terrifying and bad, to be honest. Also, they'll be aware that Guy have Kikai, so it will further, like, make things difficult. Yeah, I think we are going to be on the bad ride after this. Yeah. The sound of threatening seal ran out. Something was behind him. Who? What? Something covered in steel was behind him. The old man. It looked like a shadow. He knew something made of steel was extending a hand from behind him. He didn't have the slightest idea what it truly was. Human? No, this was something else. He didn't know who or what was there. Some great steel entity. No, that was impossible. That couldn't possibly be behind him. There was no way that could exist, but the old man knows. Fairy tales are no different from reality.
ボネガット老人、あなたには悪いが、このデクは僕の敵だ。
Yeah.
あなたを
The steel shadow took a form. The steel hand moved, as if answering to his words. The steel hand, it just extended forward. Okay, what's your predictions? The man with a clock. Do you give us like 2 minutes again? This is basically the same all the time. I don't get this scene. This is very weird. This is like another dimension. Yeah.
大いなるクリッターの一柱ゴーレムかの三博士さえ戦慄する破壊現象
Three professors. Okay, who are the three professors? We have some trivia here.
ザハークに対応する33体のうち最上級の1体を用意した
Okay.
貴様にやれるかどうか惨めな機械使い我らが意見に
Also, yeah, they still calling him sacrifice. Also, this suggests that they're like the creatures are artificially made, right? One of 33 bodies corresponding with Zayag, the highest class body was prepared. I assume that creatures were made by aristocracy. Might be. Maybe the revival from 10 years ago was because of the experiments that higher professors and technology were making. Maybe there was like some catastrophe in the laboratory and everything just went berserk. Huh.
貴様の刃も熱も通じはしまい。せめて1分。いいや2分。
Yeah, again, 2 minutes. You're getting boring, guy? Something impossible is occurring. Armor that no blade or bullet could ever penetrate. The sturdy upper tier soldiers were clad in total armor, made only of the finest engines, but they were nothing before it. Also, that means that Eerily saw us, right? Fighting as a Kikai. This also makes a lot of implications. We are basically exposing ourselves. This is bad. Those machines lived only for the upper tier aristocrats. They didn't even need to sleep. Yeah, these soldiers quickly lost consciousness and passed out. And they just fell over. So easily. Yeah, that's eerily. So we are now going back a little in the timeline. Eerily face went pale. He'd seen it. What was that? The shadow which rushed out as the upper tier soldiers fell to their knees in medium fantasy. What is it? What just passed by?
あれはギ見たか今のは
Yeah, and I still don't like you.
ギ
Yeah, he's already out. The right hands of steel tears through the darkness. Covered in a steel helmet, a single light shining sharply.
なぜお前たちは現れるのか僕は知らないけれどこの手を阻もうとするのがお前たちであるなら何度でもこの手で排除するまでだクリッタストーンゴーレム
I like how they draw the backgrounds here, like one of each other, like layers of painting. Will the flames work though? Because this guy is apparently hot as hell. He silently extended his right hand forward. He also extended his still right hand forward as it's tracing path. It moves. Yes, this thing moves. It actually moves as I will. Something seems wrong with his vision. There was no clown. Instead, there was fantastic shadow behind him. This is always the same dialogue with this situation. I'm kind of disappointed, to be honest. Saimala. Yeah. Okay, Guy could see it without activating his equation. He wiped away the voice that brought panic. He and Guy glared into the giant's eye socket. My right hand directs to the steel as if my own, yeah. Sorry, I'm just going to skip this. I really don't think we have to read that. This must be the same thing as before. No shit, Sherlock! I'm disappointed, to be honest, in scenes of this. I mean, the situations is different, right? Like, the whole fight and everything, it's cool. But what's happening between Guy and his Kikai? It's disappointing in these fights. It's always the same dialogue, they can just copy-pasted this with making like 1 or 2 words of difference. I'm going to extract a lot of points from this visual novel, to be honest, from this. Because they basically extended the story without any reason. They could just delete this and there would be like no loss. Because we don't need this text over and over. That would be fine for first 2 times, but not like for every single creature. Same with the clock tower. God damn it, I get mad. The giant gave a roar at the incomprehensible intrusion. Its heat began to scorch the atmosphere, producing phenomena. Guy could clearly see it scattering death. Guy's right eye had already captured everything about Creature Stone Golem. Okay, what's the weak point? The high temperatures covering the surface of its hard and supermassive body was death itself, an amalgamation of death. Death by incineration, a phenomenon of death capable of evaporating people without a trace. Yeah, pretty much. The arm of death rose up. The targets were Guy and him. Whoa, we had animation, holy shit! I did not expect that! The flames burn furiously, destroying space itself. So fast, my eyes can't follow them. Mortal bodies could hardly hope to dodge them, except perhaps of Pukel's soldiers, with their sharply honed nervous reflexes, or heavy-engined humans with nerve reconstruction. But even if they managed to dodge the feast, they would have evaporated by the ultra-high temperatures wrapping around their bodies. And yet he was alive, he still lived. He stood there without even a scratch. In the very air, the giant's heat and had melted.
遅い
Yeah.
わめくな
He glared at the roaring giant with his right eye. That was probably a cry of panic just now. It destroyed people's cranial nerves, planting seeds of death or insanity. And yet he was alive. He still hadn't died. He probably would have died if this had happened not long ago. Yeah, but not now. Yep. This is same, exactly the same as always. He's so old, yeah. Yeah, physical, no. Keystone Golem. The sole means of destruction is... destruction of all joints. Okay. This is kinda different from everyone. From every single one,
人
so
は
yeah.
君に何もできないだろ
Devaporizing Death, Golem. With the epidermis that repelled all attacks and the body protects as if from the gods, therefore humans couldn't possibly kill it. Sole means of destruction was destroying all of its joints, therefore humans absolutely could not kill it. Bullets and bombs would evaporate before reaching it, however.
けれどどうや
However,
ら鋼の彼は人ではない
my right eye sees, as if coupled with my right hand.
鋼の君我が機械ポルシオン僕は君にこう言おう
Kikai portion. Yep. He have cool design. I wonder what are these? This looks like ribs, but yeah.
刃のごとく切り裂け
Pretty good. Oh shit, he decapitated him. Tearing apart, melting and wiping out. My right hand is a blade wrapped in flames. The right hand that cleaves beasts in half. The fiery hand of the fairy tale king. His right hand was a blade summoned from the open steel chest, together with flames of the utmost temperatures. It enveloped Golem, slicing the beast in an instant. The creature was enveloped and broken down by the high temperature blade before it even had a chance to scream. All of its joints torn apart, fragmented, pulverized. The remnants of the tremendous flame was left behind, as if blown apart. The surface of reservoir water shook. This is going to be bad. Destroying this golem will make a lot of implications. Yeah, Mr. Prince, I think you're the prince. We all know what you're going to say.
おお、素晴らしきかな。
Yeah, we got another stairway. Good job.
現在時刻を貴様の望んだその時だ。レムルレムルよ。これこそ黄金螺旋階段の果てに。
He claims, yeah. He's controlling Grand Prince, full King of Inganock, discovered family equation, yeah. Yeah, highest place, yeah. And there's that thing. Which is laughing all the time. Yeah. Yeah, that's the same. That's different.
最後の機会が剣を手に
Last Kikai. But we still have the guy that knows Gi, right? The one we saw like 2 episodes, no, 3 episodes? The one that was like involved with Rua Claim. Is he dead then? Huh. He who is trapped within darkness laughs even now. He raises a voice of exaggeration and extends his hand. That hand? Words and tears open. Under the darkness, that hand grasps the sky. There's the hand! It's trying to come out. This guy from inside. His left hand tore through the black cloth and showed a little of itself. Is it the last boss? Is it like the last creature or something? Deep underground where no one's voice could reach, beneath all the city lower tiers. Then even lower than that, Randolph was digging holes tonight, as always. The underground madman dug holes, while talking with someone he couldn't be seen.
これで回り道ができたかな。大切なことは結果として何が残るかなのだ。すなわち私の通った後には穴が残るのだ。これで万事解決。
Why Randolph is in this story, in this particular arc? I don't understand his involvement, to be honest.
私の穴に対して真実などが立ちふさがるなど少子千万じゃないか。何？そもそも真実とはさてどうだったか。
Huh. The young girl disappeared next day. You mean the Kuro? Gi and Kia were elsewhere at the same time. At the time, she had left a note behind and disappeared. Even Rua hadn't noticed her leave. 6 days passed after that. 6 days since old man Vonnegut disappeared. Oh, he also disappeared. Gi had performed some temporary healing measures with the Phenom equation, so he was certain that man hadn't died yet. But then, he disappeared the night his birthday was celebrated. Huh. So he waited to make a promise with Agnes and Francisca, and then he made a promise to complete with Kuro. I'm pretty sure it was night. Standing alone in a boat amidst the darkness, the only one who has the skill to do that. It's Vonnegut Oji-san, standing atop a small boat, gazing at the reservoir. The old turtle said there was a few who testified to that. He was no longer in any state to be standing up under his own strength, and all people who testified smelled strongly of alcohol, but no one else had been near the reservoir that night. Even the movements of city administration upper tier soldiers could no longer be heard. So... cooling just stopped? The administration didn't like finish that? That's weird. However, something was left behind. What was it?
あらあらあら
Are we going to leave with Agnes and Francisca now? Yes!
あらあらあ
Yes!
ら朝から仲良くイチャイチャしてる
Oh my god, yes!
あらあらあら仲のよろしいこと朝も早くから二人っきりでくっついて顔色の悪いお兄さん何してるのあらあらあら焼けちゃうわね朝からこんなに見せつけてくれちゃってかわいいお嬢さん騙されちゃダメよほんと仲のよろしいこと
They practically forced their way into the apartment, and now Agnes raised one of her hands to slap Guy in the face with a light wad of cash. Wait, what? Take my money! Though it was just a bag of tin wads, it made a loud noise and covered up Guy's face.
大丈夫ギー二人決めたのはチシたちおじいちゃん探すのはアッティとかに頼むって
Okay, so we're going to pay just... yeah.
決めたのよく考えてだからもうギー先生はお役御免なのよ
No use. Yeah, Ati.
もうおじいちゃんフラフラで歩けるくらいには元気になっちゃったんだからだからもうギー先生はお役御免なのよきっと元気なんだからねそれじゃあまたねご縁があったらよろしくどうぞ
Yep. Basically changing the quest.
よろしくどうぞ
Now that makes sense. As they proudly said that, the corners of their eyes were shockingly red. A swollen redness from one of the nights of crying. Kia tried to say something to them, but they turned their heels right away. Okay, so they're not living with us.
いろいろありがとね
But still, they're great. They said that softly, then left as if fleeing. The two adorable bugs disappeared, without even letting her say goodbye. Right after that, the early morning silence returned. Rurua still hadn't woken up. Ate was surely at the engine tavern when they were alone. Things naturally became filled with silence.
なんだかね相変わらず騒がしい二人だ
That's true.
彼が見たらきっと安心するよあんなにたくましい子はそういない
Yep. They accepted stuff.
スタニスワフも一目置いている口ではいろいろ言うけれどキヨ
What's up?
やっぱりみんな何もなかったみたいおじいさんはいないの
Why? Why does everyone talk like that? Those two force themselves. Everyone cries when they're alone. Oh. And we have crying Kia here.
どうして
Don't make me cry, Inganock, don't make me cry. I cried during Little Busters not that long ago. Shining teardrops, pouring out, never stopping. Teardrops flowed out of these pink eyes. Even if she tried to hold them back, they would just keep coming, one after the other. Also, this music is amazing. They really made a good job in like emotional music for the scenes like this. They traced a line down her cheek, like rain pouring down from the sky and hitting the shutters.
キヤ泣くことはないんだ
どうして私わからないみんなあの子たちあんなに小さいのにどうしてあんな風に
Why can't they put everything they have into holding their proud expression?
きっとキヤがおかしいの みんなみたいにはできないよ。
Oh. Wow, you can see how small she is now. Just look at the size of his hand. What the hell? It's basically her head. What?
泣くことは
He softly wiped those undering teardrops with his fingers, but they still poured out from beneath her closed eyes. Her teardrops silently fell. They ran down her cheek and fell into the palm of his hand. Many of them continued on to the linoleum, like rain, never ceasing to fall. Her tears, like those of all people these past 10 years, never ending, but eventually returning to the city.
どうしてみんなずっと嘘ついて、これからもきっとそう。でも私はみんなみたいに嘘はうまくないから。
Oh wow, god damn it. Okay. Whew. Wow, and Kuro just disappeared and we never get any information about her. Goodbye, Kuro. You were mysterious one. Hello, Agnes and Francisca. We'll meet again, probably. This is the black staff that we see in the... to the next talk, yeah. In the tower. Is there something else? There isn't. Let's continue, because after this we'll have probably a new title, right? If I remember correctly, that's not that far. At least if this following the roads that we had with like previous ones.
大型クリッターが出たってのに、あれでおしまいとは。
By the lake in the second water supply ward, one maid still had stepped on the grass. Is this the guy that was involved with Ruak Lane and he have a Kikai? I don't understand why they said that we had the last Kikai then. His arms and legs were covered in black, a man who looked just like a shadow. Yeah, that's him. Kerkan.
それを操るクソったれのクラッキング毒ね。なるほど、なるほど。ヘドが出そうだ。
Okay, what do you mean the last Kikai then? Does it mean like the last one that appeared? Like not actually like the last in the world, but like the last one that appeared, you know? Might be that. Also, he knows that's a portion, the name of this Kikai is portion, that's interesting, you have a lot of knowledge out of Kikais. I wonder what kind of Kikai he have.
大層ご立派な嘘で固めたもんだ。こいつは人を殺すためのただの力だ。そうだろう。グリムグリム。
Grim Grim? Who's the Grim Grim?
こんにちは、ケルカン。
Ho ho! Hello Grim Grim! Hello Kerkel, hello Grim Grim indeed!
年に嘘など一つもないのさ。
He's the same as the clown, as the portion.
嘘をついているのは。
ああ、その通りさ。お前とは気が合うらしいな。同型人形。
Wow. Wow, the next arc is going to be fire. Why are we back here? Did that happen before? Yeah, that's the same.
これでめでたしめでたし。
He's open, the hand extends towards the sky. Is it like going out? Holy shit, this is big. Also we see eyes here. I didn't realize that before. His left hand, he's open. The binding darkness. And that witness.
待っていて
This is the woman voice.
僕のキーヤ
What? Oh. Okay. Okay, game. Alright.
薄暗い雑踏街の違法商館の一室で私はおえつする
Yeah, I think we are not going to wait this time for the new title. We'll see it next time. I think this is the perfect way and opportunity to end the episode, actually. Actually, wait, this is another one. I didn't realize that we are in the 6th chapter now. Okay. Apparently we are in the next chapter. So, that was amazing. And this ending, oh my god. The next episode would be fire. Kia somehow maybe originated from this weird tower thing? Maybe she's artificially made. That would make kinda sense. That she doesn't like know about anything in the Inganock because she was just made. Maybe she have like memories of Gi or something. Wow, this is weird. Anyway, that will be it. So, thank you for your support. Thank you for watching the episode and being with me. And I will see you in the next one. So, let me know in the comments what you thought about the episode. And yeah, for now, Pocket Watch is going out.